Let's begin. Okay, ladies, let's start in standing on our legs. Right. I'm going to face sideways. I want you to reach your spine. Like I'm grabbing you behind the back of your skull and I'm stretching your neck right as long as it can go, reaching through the crown of your head as tall as you can. Right. Draw in the belly button towards the spine, and then I want you to tilt your pelvis. Draw the belly button in a little deeper and tilt your pelvis, but you don't have a very arched lower back. So the glutes start coming in, they start working hard to hold the pelvis in position. Okay, so you feel the curves of your spine stretching up. Okay, good. We're going to roll down today just to where our hands can reach our knees. All right, so take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, slide your hands down your legs until they get to your knees. Okay, let this be a nice comfortable position here. Okay, we're going to think about our spine here. I want you to drop your lower back and lift your head and shoulders. And then change position to round the spine. So it's almost like a cat stretch, but in standing. Let's go again. Inhale. As you reach your pelvis away, drop the lower back towards the floor, lift your head and shoulders. And then start tucking in the tailbone, rounding the spine. Drop the head down. Let's go for one more. Tailbone shoots away from you. Drop your lower back, lift the head and shoulders in front of you. And then start tucking in the tailbone to round the lower back. And then the head and shoulders follow. Take a deep breath in and then exhale to roll yourself back up into standing. That felt really good. Okay, we're going to do our roll downs now, but with a little bit more speed this morning. So we're going to inhale, reaching up, and then exhale to just drop the spine down. Sweeping the arms back, up, 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 and then force that breath out as you bring your spine down. Reaching up, reaching up, reaching up. One more. Just letting go of any tension in the back. Reaching up, lovely and tall. Great. Right. Please join me on the mat now. We're going to be seated. We're going to have our legs into a Z sitting position. If Z sitting is an uncomfortable position for your hips, please just go into cross legs for me, whichever is more comfortable. Okay, I'm going to start with Z sitting. Right, the leg that's in front, I'm going to place that elbow down onto the mat. And I'm just going to go into a nice side bend stretch here this morning. Reaching my fingertips to the opposite wall. Allowing the ribs to really open up as I'm stretching over the body. Good. And slowly coming up out of that. Hold on to your back leg. And we're going to go for the other direction. Now this one's going to feel a lot more tight. But just let the body sink over to the side as much as you can. Breathing it out. Feel that beautiful deep stretch to the side of the body. Good. And slowly come out of that. Let's change legs. Right? The front leg, I'm going to drop onto my elbow that side. Lift the arm nice and high. Lift the rib cage. And then go for a deep side bend here. Think about getting your sitting bones. The one that's lifted up with mat, can you try to reach that one back down again? That deepens the stretch nicely. Great. And slowly come up and out of that, holding onto that back leg. Let's reach up and into a side bend here. This one always feels tight. Oh. Just slowly breathe it out. Reaching a little further with each out breath. Great, and slowly come out of that. Right, I want you to place your opposite hand on the knee that's at the back. And then I want you to go into a rotation here, reaching behind you. Let the hand that's holding onto your leg assist you and stretch backwards. And slowly come out of that. Going to the other side. Sorry, I forgot to do it this side. Hold onto the leg and then reach your spine backwards. Nice trunk rotation here. I even feel a deep stretch between the shoulder blades. Good, and slowly release that. Right, change position now that your legs are stretched out straight in front of you. Toes are lightly and pointed forwards. Okay, I start off with a beautiful straight spine in this position. And then I'm going to go to reversing my roll up, just progressively dropping backwards, letting my spine form that C shape. Don't go too far for the first one, and then roll yourself back up, reaching towards your toes. Inhale, exhale, coming back. Draw the belly button in as you sink your spine just a little further this time. Good. And then roll yourself back up again, reaching nice and far forwards. Inhale, exhale, coming back. A little further, and reaching forwards. As we're doing this, our abdominals are waking up, so they can allow us to drop down a little further because they're working a little harder. Good. And then slide yourself back up, reaching, reaching, reaching. 2 more to go. Come down a little further. Maybe more of your lower back can hit the mat this time. And then roll yourself back up and stretch the body forwards. Last one. Coming back. Lower back touches the floor now. Good. And then roll yourself all the way back up. Stretching out. Fantastic. Bend your knees, please. Feet are planted down onto the mat. Roll your spine down, vertebrae to vertebrae. And we're going to hold our fingertips up to the ceiling. Right, opening the chest a little bit this morning. I want you to reach your fingers out to the sides and bring them back. And again, reaching out to the sides. Feel your pec muscles stretching in the front of the chest. Maybe you feel a beautiful stretch in the arms as well. 2 more like this. Good. And last one. Fantastic. Change position now that your arms are in a goalpost position. So I bend at the elbows, sinking my arms. Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, all the dust is driving me crazy. Right, elbows are flat down on the mat. I want you to lift your fingertips and roll the arms forward, touching in front of you if you can, and then roll backwards, sinking the back of your hand onto the floor. Coming up again, rolling. Okay, nice shoulder movements this morning. And rolling forwards. 2 more like this. Let the hands sink down into the floor and then lift them and roll forwards. Last one. And then leave your hands down on the floor. We're going to float both legs to tabletop, drawing in the belly button nice and deeply here, pressing the lower back down into the mat. From here, we're going into our spine twist. Keep your arms on the mat as you roll your legs over to one side and then bring them back to center. Exhale. As you take your legs across, inhale, bringing them back. Keep going, rocking from one side of the pelvis through the back of the pelvis to the other. Feel that deep stretch through the chest as you take your legs over. And bring them back. And over. Abdominals are working hard to lower the legs with good control. One more each side. Lower the legs over. And bring them back. And last one. Lower the legs over. And gently bring them back. Well done. Drop your feet down onto the mat. Right, I want you to grab behind one knee and stretch the leg up towards the ceiling. Going into some nice hamstring stretches here. Right. Just flex and point the foot to start. Just getting some movement through the back of the leg, getting that calf stretching out. Let's make big circles with our foot now. Every time you're bringing that leg a little closer, stretching out the back of the leg. Rolling out the foot. Okay, very good. Let's change sides. Lifting the other leg, grab behind the knee, draw it towards you as much as you can, and then let's flex and point here. Good, let's roll it out. Other way. Feeling that length through the back of the leg. Fantastic. And drop it down. I want you to stretch out the one leg. Stop. Sorry, ladies. Yeah, my sinuses are draining this morning. Right, lifting up that one leg straight up to the ceiling. Stretch your hands out into a wide T position. And we're going to rock from side to side this morning. Just letting that leg move, stretching the inner thigh, and then rolling it over the body to stretch the lower back. Opening the leg, stretching the inner thigh. You can have your knees slightly bent for this one. Doesn't have to be completely straight. Just getting some nice movement in our lower backs. Stretching out the inner thigh. Good, let's do two more. And opening. And last one, rocking over the body. And stretching open that hip. Let's change sides. Right, bring the leg up towards the ceiling. Have a slightly bent leg if you want to. And then let's roll the leg over the body. And back up. And then open the inner thigh, stretching beautifully there. Keep going. Rolling over the body. And open the leg. Over the body. Should start feeling really good in the lower back area. Let's do two more. Crossing the body. And back. Opening that inner thigh. Last one. Over the body. And reaching away from the knee. Very good. Feet bend both legs. And let's slide our hands down next to our body. Feeling where the spine is sinking down into the mat. Let's open up those shoulders. Right, I want you to tuck your chin in this morning, just slightly, so that more of your head is resting on the mat. And you have a long lengthened neck here. Right, good. Wide open shoulders, drawing the belly button in. And let's go into our pelvic curls from here. Deep breath into repeat. As you exhale, sink your lower back, make an imprint into the mat, tip the pelvis, and then slowly, gradually lifting that pelvis nice and high. Take a deep breath in the top. And then sink from the shoulder blades, sinking the spine, and your pelvis is last to hit the mat. And then roll the pelvis to neutral. Deep breath in. Keep those lovely wide shoulders as you go into that pelvic curl, lifting the pelvis nice and high. Inhale and exhale, coming down. Good. Keep moving the spine. Inhale. Exhale down. Press through your feet a little harder for this one. Feel the hamstrings coming in. Inhale at the top. And exhale, coming down. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in at the top. And come down. But one more to go. Right. Inhale. Drop the lower back. Peel the pelvis up. Press through your feet. Lifting, lifting. Stay up here. Can you feel where the position of your pelvis is? Right? You can hold on maybe with your hands if you want to. And then we're going to lift one leg and drop it down. Keeping the hip bones equal distance from the floor. So we don't want one side to drop down. As we slowly lift and lower. One leg up and down. With control. One leg up and down. One for each side. Squeeze the glutes and down. Last one. Lifting and down. Well done. Lower the spine all the way back down onto the mat. Sweep those hands around. Interlace the fingers. Pop them behind your head. And just feel that lovely stretch as you sink your elbows down into that. Right, the glutes and hammy should feel very awake now. Let's go just a nice ab breath here. We'll just take a deep breath in. And then exhale to drop your lower back. And then peel the head and shoulders up. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, coming down. Inhale. Flow through this movement. Inhale. And back down. Force that air out with the exhale breath. Inhale and inhale and 4 more. Inhale and inhale and good. 3 more. Always inhale to prepare and exhale to move. 2 more. Inhale and inhale and dropping down. Last one. Inhale and inhale and sink it back down again. Well done. Right. We're going to go into some rotations here. So we're going to lift our head and shoulders nice and high. And then we're going to float one leg up towards tabletop. Rotating slightly with our elbow to our knee. Hold the rotation. Static rotation today. And we drop the foot for 6 and lift and 5 toe touch and lift and 4 toe touch and lift 3 toe touch and lift 2. Good. 1 more to go. Fantastic. Lower the foot down and gently lower the head and shoulders. Woo. Great to wake up our external obliques there. They really work hard, keeping those shoulders rotated. Right, other side. Breathe in. Exhale to lift your head and shoulders high. Floating the other leg to tabletop. Let's rotate towards that leg. And then we toe touch for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Keep going. And 2. Last one. Well done. Lower the leg and gently lower the head and shoulders down. Holding that position. Both legs float up to tabletop. Hold that there. We sink one toe down. Draw the belly button in. Let's go over our leg changes. We switch the legs to toe touch the other foot. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Well done. And lower them down. Can you grab one leg and pull the knee to the chest while you let the other leg just stretch away from you? And just breathe that out for a second. Keep hugging that knee tightly to the chest. Feel the back of your hamstrings. Feel where they attach into the back of the pelvis. Feel how they stretch out as you draw that leg a little closer to your chest. Great. And slowly let's switch legs. Draw the other leg in towards the chest. Stretch it out. Reach the other leg along. And let's breathe it out here. Stretch out the back of the hamstring. Fantastic. Slowly let it go. Right. I want you to bring yourself carefully up into sitting. And we're going to go into our spine stretch this morning. I want you to bend your knees, opening your legs all the way to the edges of your mat. And then you're going to lift your toes. So you're really planting your heels down into the mat. Then we're going to reach the spine, beautiful and tall, reaching up fingertips in front of us. We're going to dive down, stretching the spine between the legs. Deep breath in. Exhale as you roll forward, reaching as far as you can along the edge of the mat. Deep breath in. And then exhale to roll yourself back up again. Inhale. Exhale down, chin to chest. Roll forwards. And then lengthen out the spine as you reach forwards. Reach forwards. Deep breath in. And exhale to roll back into sitting again. 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Stretching out, stretching out. Deep breath in. And exhale, rolling up. Sitting up lovely and tall. Deep breath in. And last one. Good. Inhale here. And exhale to roll back up again. Now, stretch those legs straight if you can. You can leave your knees slightly bent if you need to. Let's challenge ourselves here this morning for 3 of these. Deep breath in. Exhale. Now we stretch the spine forward even more. Bring the hamstrings in. Deep breath in. And exhale, rolling up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale, rolling the spine back up. 1 more to go. Inhale. The spine should feel lovely and long at this point. Stretching out. Deep breath in. And exhale, rolling yourself back up again. Keep those legs wide. And I want you to stretch your arms out into a wide T position. Right, our 4 beats for our soul. Remember the soul. First beat is to rotate the upper body. Okay? Second beat is to dive forwards. Trying to stretch past that pinky toe. Right? Beat 3 is coming up again in rotation. And then beat 4 is coming back to center. Let's go again. Beat 1, rotate your upper body. Beat 2, dive past the pinky toe. The other hand stretching out behind you. Beat 3, come up into sitting. And then beat 4, go back to center. Let's keep going. Beat 1, rotate. Beat 2, dive forward, stretching out the hamstring. Beat 3, trim the belly button. And beat 4, back to center. 1 more, let's go. Beat 1, beat 2, diving forward. Beat 3, draw in the belly button. And beat 4, back to center. And lower the hands down. Well done. Please bend your knees. Placing your feet on the mat. You're going to weight there nicely through the feet this morning. Turn your fingers so that they point out to the side. And then walk them a little further back if you can. Right, lift your chest up out of those shoulders. And let's go into our back support here. Lifting the pelvis up and high. Take a deep breath in to prepare. And then exhale. Press through your hands, press through your feet, lifting up the pelvis. And then slowly sink it back down. Inhale. Exhale to lift the pelvis. And inhale back down again. Keep lifting your chest high out of the shoulders. 2 more. And inhale, coming down. And last one to go. Stretching the chest. Feel the back muscles working hard to lift the pelvis. Stretching the spine long. And then slowly bring it back down again. Well done. Shake out those wrists. That was a little wrist heavy. Okay, good. We're going straight into our rolling like a ball. Or you can choose to do the open leg rocker, whichever one feels more comfortable for you. So with rolling like a ball, I hold the front of my legs, walking them in towards me till I'm pivoting on my sitting bones. And I'm hugging my legs in towards me like a tight little ball. Open leg rocker, you can lift your legs and hold behind your knees if you want to, okay? So whichever feels more comfortable. The most important thing is our spine. Where is our spine at? Okay, the lower back needs to be shooting down towards the mat. Okay, rounding out that lower back area. Let's get ready to roll. Inhale as you roll backwards and exhale as you bring yourself up without dropping the feet to the mat. Good. Inhale, rolling backwards. Exhale, coming up. Keep going. The more of these that we do, the better they start feeling. Drop your lower back into the mat and roll yourself back up again. 2 more. Rolling and gently coming up. Last one. Rolling backwards. Gently coming up and popping your feet back down onto the mat again. Fantastic. Please join me in side lying now. We're going to stretch our body out along the length of the mat in a lovely straight line. Okay, we're going to move our hand onto the top of the hip bone. All right. What I want us to feel this morning is what happens to us when we change the position of our pelvis. So bring the tip of that hip bone up towards your shoulder and then do the opposite and press that hip bone towards your feet. Stretching out long, long, long. Good. Feel that stretch to the side of the body. Now bring the pelvis back towards the shoulder. And then lengthen it away. Keep going. This should feel really good in the lower back area as you stretch out. As you reach that hip far away, stretches out the lower back side. One more. Draw the hip in towards the shoulder and then reach it away, stretching out the back. Good. Hold that lovely stretch out position. Bring your hand in front of you to support you, and we're going into our lifts. Deep breath in to prepare, and then exhale to lift both legs nice and high, and inhale coming down. Exhale, lifting nice and high. Use those side muscles. And inhale, coming down. 3 more. Exhale, lifting, lifting, lifting. And exhale. Good. Last one. And inhale, gently coming down. Well done. Okay, we're going to take our leg, float the top one nice and high. Maintaining your balance, drawing in the belly button nice and deeply. I want you to reach your toe forwards, tip the ground there, and then lift nice and high, and then tip behind you. Lifting nice and high, reach it nice and far in front of you. Then use those glutes as you lift the leg, lift the leg, lift the leg. Feel this beautiful stretch through the hip and through the side as you reach that foot back. Lifting up nice and high with control. Toe touch down. Lift, lift, lift nice and high. And reach behind you. One more. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Toe touch in front. And then lift, lift, lift as you toe touch behind you. Good. Right, let's change over to the other side. Stretch that body out on the back in a nice straight line. Okay, your hand goes onto your top hip. And we're going to play around with that pelvis again. Feeling what happens is we bring the top hip towards the shoulder and then stretch it away from you. Okay, lengthening through the side of the body. Keep your belly button connected, drawn in. Hands are working, even inside line. And then reach that pelvis away from you. Keep going, keep moving. Hip hitching up. Okay, and then lengthening through the body. And then hip hitching up. And lengthening through the body. Good. Stay in that lovely stretched out position. Bring your hand to support you in front. And go straight into our lift from there. Deep breath in to prepare. Exhale. Lifting, lifting, lifting. And inhale, coming down. Use those side muscles deeply as you lift those legs nice and high. And inhale, coming down. Keep going. Lifting, lifting, lifting. And drop it down. 2 more to go. Lifting up nice and high. Good, good, good. Inhale, drop it down. And last one, lifting nice and high. Use those side muscles. Well done. And lower it down. Fantastic. Top leg floats up nice and high. Right, we're going to stretch that top leg forwards. Toe touching. Keep your balance. As you reach that leg nice and far back. Stretching through the whole side and hip. Then lifting up again. And toe touching forwards. Lifting, lifting, lifting as you reach backwards. Keep going, stretching forwards. This takes a little bit of balance and coordination. Lifting up and reaching forwards. One more. Stretching that leg nice and far back. And then lifting, lifting, lifting. Toe touching in front of you. Well done. Roll straight from there, down onto your tummy. And we're going to stretch our hands straight out in front of us today. Right, feet are pressing down into the mat. Okay. Your head is lifted, so I want you to look straight up in front of you. And your hands are stretching nice and far forwards. We're going to do a modified swimmer this morning. Okay, it's great for our brain to do crossover movements. So opposite arm, opposite leg, doing things at the same time. What we're going to do is we're going to reach the left hand and the right leg together, stretching up as high as you can, and then gently lowering down. What I want you to be focusing on is the midsection of your body. We don't want any movement. So stabilize by using your abdominals, using your back muscles, and then lift the arm and leg like they can just float off the mat without any effort because your foundation is so strong. Please watch your lower back here. We don't want a very arched lower back. So squeeze your glutes, lift the belly button up off the mat. That's the position we want to keep. Let's go together. Lifting left hand, right leg. Without any movement, we lower down. Lifting right hand and left leg. And gently lower down. This should not feel easy. If you are working hard, this should feel incredibly hard because you're working so hard to keep everything absolutely stable. Good, let's go for 4 more. Reaching and lengthening through the arm and the leg. And come down. Lifting and lengthening and come down. 1 on each side. lifting, 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 and down. Last one, lifting, lifting, and gently come down. Well done. Please bring your hands, slide them underneath your shoulders, and then tuck your elbows in next to you. Good. Forehead as you rest down on the mat. Again, a little quick check of your lower back. You don't want to hollow out lower back, so you lift your belly button to protect that lower back. Right. We're going to inhale, pressing through the hands, lifting up the spine as much as you can, and then exhale, lowering everything back down. Inhale, draw that belly button in as much as you are lifting the spine in front of you, and exhale, coming down, pressing nice and strong through those hands. Inhale, lifting, lifting, lifting the spine. Maybe you can go a little further this time. And lower it down. 2 more to go. Inhale. Draw the belly button in as you lift, as you lift, as you lift. Keep your shoulders down. Do not hide that head, please. One more. Inhale. Shoulders stay down. Pressing onto the ribs. And then slowly lower yourself back down again. Well done. Go into the rest position to just stretch out your lower back. That one really is a good one for that extension. Stretch out the spine. Great. From here, we're going to go down onto our elbows this morning. Interlace your fingers here, please. And then I want you to stretch your legs out, tucking in those toes, so that you are in a planking position. Right, from here, we're going to rock forwards, shooting our gaze right to the edge of our mat, and then we're going to rock backwards, sinking into the feet. Rock forwards, peeking over the edge of your mat, and rock backwards, leaning into those feet. 2 more. Reaching forwards, peeking over the edge of the mat, and reaching backwards. Last one. Abs are working hard. And reaching backwards. Well done. Take a breath. Well done. Please bring yourself up into a 4-point kneeling position here. Right. Are your feet, your knees, and your hands all in a line? Right. I want you to, for a moment here, close your eyes in this position. Feel where your weight bearing through the hands and through the knees. And now I want you to think about the curves of your spine in this position. You should automatically or naturally feel your neck is lowering down towards the mat. The rib cage area curves upwards towards the ceiling. And then the lower back area curves downwards towards the mat. And I want you to think about your sitting bones. I want you to think about shooting those sitting bones out behind you. Okay, to lengthen out your lower back. And then think of the crown of your head shooting forwards. It's almost like we're trying to stretch out the spine, creating a little bit more space between each vertebrae as you lengthen out your spine. You feel those abdominals reaching up, protecting the lower back as you're stretching out the spine. Stretching, stretching, stretching. It's like the spine becomes a tabletop. Lovely and flat and straight. Good. That's our starting position. Take a deep breath in. And now round your spine. Stretching it up towards the ceiling. And then bring the spine back to that lengthened tabletop position. Inhale, drop your lower back, lift your human shoulder. And come back to tabletop. Exhale, rounding the spine. Just creating beautiful movements in the vertebrae. Okay, there are little joints that need to move, just like any other joints in the body. We don't want them getting stiff. So move your spine as you round up towards the ceiling. Come back to tabletop. One more. Inhale, lifting head and shoulders, and coming back to tabletop. Well done. Please tuck your toes under. And we're going to go straight from here into our up stretch. Stretching through the back of the legs. You can sink your head through the arms. Shoot your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. You can bend one leg, you can bend the other, just kind of walking it out to stretch out those hamstrings. Good. Right, walk your hands towards your feet here and hand your upper body over forwards. Nice and heavy here. Keep your fingertips on the ground and then walk your feet out so that they're lovely and wide. Right, good. I'm going to slide my right hand and hold on to my left knee. And then I reach my other hand up to the ceiling, rotating my body. You can pull through that knee to just give you a little more transportation. It's like an anchor point so that you can reach a little further. Good, and then slowly switch sides. Left hand goes onto the right knee and then rotate through the body. Good. Drop over forward, hang your upper body nice and heavy. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Take a deep breath in, and let's join the belly button to round the spine. Coming back up into standing. Okay, last one, inhale. Exhale for our roll down. Inhale and exhale, coming back into standing. That's it, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you feel lovely and warmed up for the day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Bronwyn. That was great.